How's it going, everybody? With any luck, they'll deliver it day one, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe. They said that they were going to on the pre-order page, but one of my orders says that it will be delivered on the 5th. One says it's not. So I'm assuming they're just gonna update them the day, or you know, a few days before, but I have no clue. It doesn't really make sense because the one I pre-ordered last is the one that says it's arriving on the 5th, and they're all going to the exact same address, so I would assume it was just some sort of listing error at first, but we'll see. We shall see. I just wish I could switch it to store pickup. That's my biggest thing, but yeah, I cannot. Same with GameStop. I wish I could swap it to store pickup.
Reporting for mission.
Yeah, DSP's a retard, bro. You don't ever show your fucking order info on stream. Especially with the trolls he has. Like, he's a fuck... I think he wanted it to get canceled so that somebody would give it to him.
Support incoming, brothers.
I think that's more likely the case, is, you know, he deliberately showed it so he could cry wolf about it getting canceled. And then, you know, some people like, oh yeah, I'll buy you a Switch 2, Phil. No, you don't get canceled if you order 2. I have 3 on the same account. I did not get a single one of them canceled. So
Enhanced tactic ready.
I have 3 Nintendo Switch 2s pre-ordered on my Walmart account, all shipping to the same address, charged to the same credit card. They do not care if you order more than 1. You just can't do more than 1 per order, which he didn't even do. He had 2 separate orders, so yeah.
Brother killed in action.
I have multiple pre-ordered on the same account, shipping to the same address with the exact same payment method. So, that's not even an issue. Plus, it's Walmart. They don't care. If it was Best Buy, maybe. But even then, I've never had something canceled from Best Buy for a duplicate order.
Rally point updated.
Honestly, I'd wait on buying that SD card until, you know, a good sale for it pops up, because like the Switch 1, the SD cards are going to start out expensive and then they're going to get dirt cheap. So, we've already seen the 500, gigabyte one drop from like $200 to like 50 or something, so I'd be careful about rushing to buy that. SD cards are not expensive. Yeah, I mean, 256 gigs for Nintendo games is probably fine. You can fit at least 10 digital games on that. So, that's the thing, is like, you know, it's a Nintendo game, so they're like 10 to 20 gigs at most, usually. And if you really want to get like a larger game like Cyberjunk, which I don't know why you would, you know, you could always just get the on-cart version for that. The Steam Deck is not 1 terabyte.
I can't afford this shit!
One version of it is. The $700 version of it is. Otherwise, you're, what, 64 gigs or 256? So, and the 256 is $550. Daryl Zone, the 2, I think Dreamcast guy is legitimately stupid. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What gave it away, man? What gave it away?
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
And Saul Goodman with the 2, thanks for the gay pair, man. Appreciate you.
Fatality reported.
Rally point updated.
Iron Halo online.
Ah! Damn it. I almost said that fucker. Nah, he's probably just one of those lib shits that's like, you know, oh, a trans woman is a woman, so it's not gay. I guarantee you that's what he'd say. But maybe. He's one of those mind-cucked lib shits that actually thinks that, you know, there's such a thing as a feminine penis. Oh, come on, bro. The electric grenade shocked me through the fucking wall. Seriously?
Killed in action. Sending projectiles.
I mean, he has so many throwaway lines about sucking cock at Olive Garden, I would assume so, man.
Iron Halo ready. Conversion field operational.
Oh shit, that's suicide. Fuck. That really should count as a kill. Yeah, the all-in-one carrying case is nice. I just can't really think of a time I'd ever use it aside from this one trip I'm going on. Which even then, I might just bring the handheld and not the dock. It's not really a reason for me to bring the dock.
Iron Halo ready.
Rally
Restore
point
to combat
updated.
readiness. Casualty confirmed. Iron Halo online. Begin an elite countdown.
Our allies are halfway done.
Obtaining arms. Iron Halo online.
Oh well, I got one. I can't wait for Mario Kart World. It looks like such a good game. Yeah, that's the thing with Nintendo shit is usually it's a pretty safe bet. I love how the thumbnail is misspelled. Thumbnail. How is the thumbnail misspelled? I don't even think there's words on the thumbnail.
Spartans, push for dominance.
Did it upload the wrong file? Yeah, there's no words on it. I don't know. Title? I don't see anything wrong.
Brother,
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
The title is not
Either
misspelled.
subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
It was at like the very
Either
first second I
subscribe,
hit
donate,
live
or
and then
get
I
the
fixed
fuck
it,
out.
so maybe it just didn't update.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
On my end, it's
subscribe,
perfectly
donate,
fine.
or get the fuck out.
Just refresh the page, it should be fine.
3 minutes remain. Decimate them.
Raging Boar with the 5 get the memberships. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much. It's very kind of you. Again, that should count as a fucking kill.
Support incoming, brothers.
I don't think anyone, being honest, liked the Black Panther movie other than the black nationalist types. You know, we was watching Black Panther and Sheed in our Chinese-made African LARP clothing. Flights to Wakanda, baby. Yeah, apparently trophies are bugged on Doom, so that's a common issue. Yeah, and that retarded black queen who said that she would never hire white people got fired too, which is great. Night Rain? Yeah, no, I'm not playing that. I saw all the fucking, you know, Goy Slop consumers soying out because they had the fucking edgy song trailer or whatever the fuck. It's like, bro, really? Oh my god, dude. It's so cool. Yeah, I never bothered to see Black Panther because, one, I hate Disney, and two, I hate Black... Oh, no, never mind. We won't say that just in case somebody clips it in acting serious, but yeah. Honestly, if you get excited for Marvel movies, I have to question your sanity at this point. But am I no, I just don't want to get clipped.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Yeah, on the 11th it comes to PC.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Bro, stop giving me assisted suicides.
We lost the advantage.
I want the kill.
Reclaim it at once.
Night Rain comes out the 30th, so tonight at 12 a.m. Eastern, I think is when it releases.
dead.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Scanning. Gathering supplies. Throwing frag grenade. Diversion team operation.
Oh, come on, assist cuck. It's a battle royale roguelike, basically. It looks like shit.
Iron Halo online.
Bro, I'm sick of all these co-op games, like... Remember when you could boot up a game and just play it by yourself? Because gaming was for the downtrodden and lonely. But nah, not anymore, man. They gotta rub it in constantly. You don't have any friends, ha ha ha. But yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't even look good, so I don't really give a shit. But yeah, this co-op game obsession is getting kind of old. Not gonna lie. Nope, I'm not buying Dust Bloods. That shit looks like trash. I'm kind of done with FromSoft, bro. Like, I really, after that shitty Elden Ring DLC, I don't really have a desire to play any more of their games. Nor do I have a desire to try in a video game.
Ready to scan.
I never liked Elden Ring, Dark Souls combat for multiplayer, so
Support
not
incoming.
interested. I hated couch co-op, so I never liked it. I would just let my friend play and I would watch.
Redeploy for combat.
Our allies are halfway
I
done.
return, ready to take my vengeance. Iron Halo tactics. Fragmentation grenade. Enhanced tactic. ready.
Got him.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
Glory is within our grasp.
Brother, kill Iron Halo ready. Diversion operation.
Close. Yeah, mainly when I used to play games with people, I would just join a party, but I wouldn't actually play with them. So, I never really liked playing video games with people.
Reporting for mission. Iron Halo online.
Three minutes remain. Decimate them.
All I can tell you is it's gonna be a Japanese-dominated PvP experience, bro. In a fucking already sweaty genre. So, the Japs are going to just fucking destroy that multiplayer. So they will become obsessed with it and make it their autistic dedication in life. You are not going to be able to play that game even remotely casually. Well, the Japanese are scary because they just like worship gaming and shit and will like sit there and practice a game all fucking day. But the Chinese just cheat, so it doesn't really matter. The Chinese hack and cheat. Yeah, the Chinese view cheating in video games as a viable option, or like, you know, a competitive advantage, so-called, so they don't have an issue with cheating. They view it as like the ends justify the means type shit. The Chinese are just degenerates. Yeah. I agree. A lot of them are hardly even human because they've been like trained by their government to be like, basically, for lack of a better word, bug men, where they have no individuality. They just do exactly what they're told out of fear of being punished, and they don't really, you know, think at all for themselves. You know, they wait for the orders to come down from the queen bee, essentially, or the queen ant of the ant hive. So, they're like worker drones, basically.
tactic ready.
Rally point updated.
Anastasis is dead.
Rally point updated. Rally point updated.
China isn't owned by Israel?
Fragmentation grenade.
Oh boy.
Rally
You
point
sweet summer
updated.
child. Who do you think brought communism to China?
Rally point updated.
Who do you think gave them all the gold they needed in order to boost their economy?
Engaging elite countermeasures. Already one of us. Restored to combat readiness.
China isn't even communist. Yeah, they're just a socialist oligarchy. Oh, wow. Such a huge difference. Massive difference.
Our allies are halfway done.
Ready to scan.
Rally point updated.
Alright, I got the kill. That's fine.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
Yeah, speaking of Khazar milkers, I saw like some fucking clip today of the gay Mexican white supremacist, Nick Fuentes, declaring that he had, basically, I guess, a crush on a Jewish girl, and also that he had jungle fever and wanted to fuck black chicks. The savior of the white race, everybody.
Rally point updated.
Yeah, he did say it in the most gay way imaginable, too, where you're like thinking, yeah, it was probably a guy. It was probably a guy.
Refreshed for the war effort. Casualty reported. Crack grenade out.
I can't afford this shit!
There we go. Spooky Cerberus of the 2, letter ghosted way back in the time. Wild. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Iron Halo ready.
Yeah, I think they should have taken the shield class out of multiplayer personally. I don't like it.
Engaging elite countermeasures.
I can't afford this shit!
HCM 101 with the 2. What was the game I was playing last? It was some Game of Thrones like mobile game.
Rally point
I don't remember the exact name, but it's like the new Game of Thrones mobile game. If you just type it in on the App Store, it'll probably pop up. But it's also on PC as well. Why was I? Because somebody donated for it, so. It wasn't even that bad, to be honest. So, for what it was fine, I guess. But, would I play it in my free time? I don't know. Probably not. Well, yeah, it's free to play, so I imagine the monetization is going to be pretty strong. That just comes with the territory, though, so I'm not really, like, surprised if a free-to-play game has a lot of monetization. I'm not, like, Yong, yeah, who thinks everything should be free and we should live in a socialist circle jerk where, you know, your UBI covers everything you could ever possibly want.
Nice cock. Perfect.
Bill Herb with the 50. Damn, bro. Appreciate it. Fruit Tanga defending the Bethesda devs. I called him out saying he would have called this out 6 months back and asked what changed, and he just said what changed was how wrong he was about Indiana Jones' death.
Alright, awesome.
And
Thanks,
I can't
nigga.
rely on pattern recognition. Yeah, that's the typical third world take, bro. Ignore pattern recognition. Believe what the media tells you. Yeah, imagine actually, like, literally admitting to not trusting your own mental faculties and instead believing fucking, you know, literal propaganda shoveled down your throat around the fucking clock. Yeah, that is the third world low IQ take of the fucking, you know, modern age. Third world intelligence on display perfectly. You know, guys, maybe communism will work this time, or socialism, dude. I mean, this is literally why Latin America is a shithole, is because they keep doing the same shit and not having any pattern recognition, so I guess it tracks. You know? It's their culture. But yeah. Don't trust your own brain. Believe the fucking propaganda shoveled down your throat. Genius, bro. Spooky Cerberus with the 5, like letter ghosting by a woman back. Oh. I found out that could happen while searching the Fedverse. Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. Guess it makes sense, man. Some things never change. Bill Herb with the 10, he also said it was pretty fucked up. People are judging these games based on the way the devs look. While he has multiple times laughed and made fun of people's looks, so I don't believe he... No, he's just a disingenuous fucking shit lib. So, that's the thing. He's a disingenuous, shit-eating lib. That's basically it, man.
Casualty confirmed.
Rally point updated.
Bill Herb with the 5. Here's the tweet. Alright, I'll take a look.
Battle has turned in our favor. We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
He's also friends with a guy pushing 50 that wears banana costumes. Yep. Quite sad, isn't it?
Fatality reported. Additional supplies secured. Brother,
What defending Xbox does to a motherfucker, bro. Crazy. Should be an ad. Xbox, not even once.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
But luckily, with the decline of Xbox's sales to the point that they're at now, you know, the likelihood of any child being harmed by the worst console brand of gaming is dramatically low nowadays. Thankfully. With it now being the most expensive and shittiest platform in the industry.
Restored to combat readiness.
At least Alex actually has a job. Yeah, I guess there is that. The other one does not.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. To be honest, I don't follow either one of them, so I don't really give a shit. I just know that, I'm glad I'm not them. Let's put it that way. Both of those guys gave women, and yeah, didn't Fertanga let his brother fuck his girlfriend or some shit? Or so I've been told.
Point updated.
So yeah, he did give a woman in this life.
Rally point updated.
Ascending with the 13 months. Wait, Black Panther game canceled? Sheet. Yeah, and it's the game with that fucking obnoxious black woman dev that was like, I ain't hiring no white people. So, yeah. Deserved, bro. Good riddance.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
Well, at least he had a girlfriend. Yeah, and Rich is a father. Oh no, dude. He impregnated an obese baby mama who already had kids with 3 other fucking men. Wow, dude, yeah. That's a great metric to judge success. At least someone did something. It doesn't matter how, like, bad the situation surrounding that thing is. At least they did it, right? That is the single most retarded mentality ever. That'd be like getting married to a fucking, you know, quadriplegic Downy and saying, well, at least I have a wife. It's like, yeah. Congratulations, dude. You know, you really showed me. Jeez. I sure wish I was you, dude. So, yeah, whatever. If that's what you want to consider to be a success, just doing something that someone else has not done, then yeah, whatever. To each their own. I mean, if you want to keep saying it, maybe it'll come true, bro, but...
War gear acquired.
It's not hard to get laid. No shit, retard.
Reporting for mission.
That's literally what I just said, you fucking tard. Just like I said, it's not hard to become a father. You can go pound some fucking obese woman who's already been, you know, pumped and dumped many a times and get laid in like 3 seconds. It's not hard.
3 minutes remain. Decimate.
So saying that, oh yeah, bro, you know, at least somebody does this or this or this, it's like, okay, it's not a flex. It's literally not a flex. That's the entire point of what I just said, but you're too retarded. So, congrazzles, bro. What inner city do you come from?
Astartes, push for dominance.
Redeploy for combat.
Then what's my excuse? I don't have an excuse. I don't want to go pound some fucking obese single mom. You're the one who has a problem with my decisions, not me. So, last time I checked, I'm living my life to my own standards, not yours. I'm sorry that you need other people's validation for your decisions, but I sure as shit don't.
Support incoming, brothers.
Dude, Tor not pounding anyone. Yeah, I've never said that I was. Okay. Wow, guys. He just pointed out something that I openly admit on a regular basis. Shocking.
Glorious within
What
our
an
grasp.
intellectual fucking genius, bro. Thank you for your incredible insight, you know? Truly a massive contributor to the chat.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
I mean, is that like some sort of secret you think you exposed, dude? Getting laid greater than having money? False. If I had the choice, I've always said this, if I had the choice between banging a 10 out of 10 as a one night stand or $200, I'm taking the $200. So, give me the $200 over getting laid. I don't give a fuck. I want the money. Women will choose money over men. Well, it's more so a lot of them choose their man based off his money. So, yeah. But I guess it depends. Although, if you're like a top 10% guy looks-wise, then not the case. But if you're an average guy, yeah, probably. Yeah, but there's another way to look at it too, bro. It's like, say you have sex with a 10 out of 10 chick, and then from there on out, you can only bag like 6 or 7s. In the back of your mind, you're always going to be comparing to that one time as well, too. So it's like, damn, maybe it's better to not know what you're missing. There's also that way to look at it, too. But yeah, I'd rather have the money. Was the title serious? What's not serious about the title? First off, you're never having sex with a 10 out of 10 unless you paying for it. I'm pretty sure that's true for pretty much every single person on planet Earth, bro. I'm pretty sure that's true for just about every single person on planet Earth. A true 10 out of 10 chick is not going to just be banging guys for free. They're going to know how much their body's worth.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
If you are rich, you choose women, but if you're broke, you choose money. You always want something you can't afford. No, I just don't give a fuck about having casual sex, bro. So even if I was wealthy as shit, I wouldn't choose the one night stand. I'd still just want the money. It's more so the principle.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Brother killed in action.
Oh, yes, they do, Bill Herb. Yes, they do. They're the ones that get flown out to Dubai to get shit on by Saudi princes. So, yes, they do. They absolutely do.
combat readiness. Casualty confirmed.
Men who have social skills get women, not the... That is completely false, bro. That is completely false. That's a cope.
Support incoming, brothers.
Once you realize that most women are not attracted to most men, and most women tolerate men because they either have money, social status, or, you know, a home or something that they want, you start to realize that that is definitely not the fucking case.
Death logged.
The most successful couples are the ones who grew up with each other since... Yeah, because there's like a sense of, you know,
Fatality.
responsibility that both of you have in order to maintain the relationship. It's the reason why people who meet through friends have the highest rates of success with, like, dating and shit, is because, you know, you have, like, a shared group pressure to stay together because you have the same community and friend group. And you both, like, getting into a fight or breaking up or whatever doesn't just impact your relationship, but the relationships you have with the people around you as well. So,
Iron Haven.
Rally point updated.
Reporting permission.
a girl still has to make money? No, they don't. Absolutely, they do not. There is not a single guy who's being honest who would turn down a girl because she doesn't make enough money. That is like the biggest lie ever told. No man actually cares how much money a woman makes. Like, that is like a modern concept that people try to use as like a cope, and it's like, no, you don't. You absolutely would not care if the fucking 9 out of 10 chick that smiles at you and has a good conversation with you has a job or not. You're not gonna care. Your natural instinct to provide will overwhelm any, you know, so-called sensibilities you have. Everyone needs somebody, Griffin, even an asshole, egotistical person like you. Who do I need? I mean, bro, if anybody's being an asshole in here, it's you. You always show up spurging like a fucking autistic person, typing in all caps. You know, trying to start shit, so I don't really know if I'm the asshole in this situation.
Activating all specs at last. I return. take my vengeance. Redeploy for combat.
Decimate them.
Yeah, if anything, most guys I feel like would probably view like a boss babe or like some corpo chick as like a negative. Like, a lot of times I would even say like a girl having a job is probably a net negative on your relationship than a positive thing. Like, sure, it's nice financially, but it's probably going to end your relationship in one way or the other.
Refilling magazine.
So... Dude, that is so spammable.
Restored to combat readiness. The Astartes is dead.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like there's barely anybody on our
1
team.
minute until mission end.
No, I paid for like some mounting bracket in my computer, so the 5090 does not sag.
Arch enemy closes in on victory.
Spooky Cerberus with the 2. I want to own a farm, yet I don't know what kind. Yeah, I think almost everybody has like some innate desire to own like a piece of farmland or something. I don't know why, but I feel like that's just a common trend across pretty much every single culture.
Support incoming.
We yearn for the farms.
Frag grenade deployed.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's just appealing too to like go and actually do something with your hands that actually yields something. You know, most work that we do nowadays doesn't even feel like actual fucking work, especially if you have an office job. It literally just feels like you're running down the clock doing a bunch of arbitrary bullshit that doesn't fucking matter. No shit, that's how they want us, doing nothing all day. Yeah, just plucking away at our keyboards. Spreadsheets, PowerPoints, Word documents, with no one who's actually ever gonna fucking read any of that shit. It's like all the made-up women jobs, like HR and, you know, counselors, diversity managers, project managers. It's just to keep women from staying home and having kids. Also, it drives up property value and cost of living, so... And drives down wages. No, the thing that happens with the trannies, and one of the reasons why they kill themselves, is because they find out that the only guys that are attracted to them are gay men who just want to use them as a quick fuck.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
The amount of woman jobs in the tech industry is crazy. They are first to in layoffs, yeah. I mean, they don't do anything. Like, project managers are like the biggest joke in the corporate workforce ever. Like, all they do is just tell you to do your job, and that's their job. It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it's not even real. It's not even a real job. Like, on my first work project, we had 4 managers for every 3 employees. Like, literally, I had 3 people on my, like, development team for the optimization model. And we had 4 or 5 at one point different managers who oversaw what we did on the it's like, bro, we do not need 5 fucking people telling us to do our fucking job. Because the issue then arose, like, each manager would tell you to do something different or prioritize something different. So it became, like, just a fucking shit show. And it's like, yeah, this is exactly how, you know, it was designed, is to keep women out of the home, in the workforce, working for a slave wage, to keep the real fucking wages down, increase the cost of living and housing, and, you know, tank the population of a certain troublesome demographic that doesn't vote blue no matter who. Shocking. But, yeah.
Battle has turned in our favor.
But yeah, the project manager fucking, I would say pandemic, bro, is like literally probably the biggest problem with the modern workforce. If you eliminated that role and actually paid people, you know, to do their job what they should be getting paid instead of overfilling the corporate ranks with a bunch of unnecessary fluff, we'd have a much better world. But, you know, no can do, man. That doesn't fit as a message.
Rally point updated.
Refilling magazines. Execute Iron Halo tactics.
Rally point updated.
Casualty confirmed.
You know,
Rally
thank
point
God for
updated.
my morning check-ins, you know. What would I do without them? Maybe I would do my job.
Rally point updated.
Iron Halo ready. I return, ready to take my vengeance.
Yeah, the thing is, though, like, if you work in a corporate, like, you know, setting, just extract as much money from it as possible and be prepared to be fucked over.
Frag grenade deployed.
Is essentially just what you have to keep in mind. You know, take the money while you can, but don't take it for granted like it's a forever thing, unless you're a non-white woman. Otherwise, you will be the first to be fired.
Restored to combat readiness. Anastastes is dead. Fragmentation device in play. Intercepting projectiles.
Well, it's not even that you're no longer useful. It's that they can hire somebody to come in who can, you know, be paid way less money to do your job. So, that's more so of what it is. It's like, okay, you've been working at the company for 10 years, let's say, and you've gotten a raise every single year. Well, as soon as they can, they're going to fire you and bring in someone new because then they won't have those 10 years of raises to pay, if that makes sense. So, like, let's say you got a 5% raise every single year. You know, your salary is going to be significantly higher than a brand new person right out of college. So, if they can get somebody to do your job that, you know, will take way less pay, then they're going to fire you instead. And then hire the new person. So that's how it works. So there's no point in having loyalty to companies anymore, especially large ones. Large companies have zero loyalty to you. Smaller companies, it's a little different, but large companies, absolutely fucking not. You are nothing.
Casualty confirmed.
Rally point updated.
Fatality reported.
Until mission end.
Well, outsourcing is another thing entirely, but yeah, it's the same premise. Pay somebody way less to do the same job. Thank God Doom, the Dark Ages, didn't have a pro-trans agenda in the game that promoted chopping off your dick based software. Never miss. I guess so, man. That's a sad standard. Oh my God. Yeah, he fired all the women and, you know, retarded people. So he just kept the developers. So... What Final Fantasy game? Either 7 Remake Saga, 15, or probably 10. Any of those. 15, 7 Remake, or 10. Those are probably the best to start with. The app's better now with Elon than before. Yeah, I would say so. It's got way better features now. Like, you can actually watch full-length videos on Twitter nowadays. It's not just like what was it, 2 minutes prior? So, plus they added like the live streaming feature, which is nice every once in a while. The only thing I wish it had is you could launch videos in picture-in-picture mode, which maybe that's a paid feature, but that would be nice. So you can let a video play while you open like a different app. Do you think women can't be developers? Women can be developers, but the overwhelming majority of people in, you know, software development are men. So... Oh yeah, I hate that shit where you hit like the home button and it like takes you to the top of your feed, but then it immediately refreshes. Yeah, that is irritating.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers. The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Frag grenade deployed. Restored to combat readiness.
Most gaming IPs were made by men, besides Uncharted. Yup, and it's an Indiana Jones ripoff. Exactly.
Engaging elite countermeasures. Iron Halo online.
Like, imagine that, bro. Men make the best products for men. Never would have seen that coming. Men know what other men like.
The tide of battle has
Wild
turned in our
concept.
favor.
Fatality reported. Enhanced
A
tactics
truly wild and revolutionary concept that I'm sure no one could have ever imagined would be the reality.
support incoming, brothers. Iron Halo ready.
Yeah, tomorrow. Oh, yeah, dude, shit. I forgot. Yeah, the Switch 2 is next week. I have to go to the fucking dentist tomorrow. That sucks. Not the fact that I actually have to go, but I have to drive. Which I don't like driving. Especially in the mornings, because it's so fucking packed.
I return, ready to take my
Yeah, the Fable reboot looks like shit, honestly. I mean, women can play games too, not just men. But again, if you look at the overwhelming majority of gamers, it's men, so... It'd be like a guy trying to sell makeup to a woman. Or I should say a straight guy, let's put it that way. A straight man trying to design makeup for women. It's not gonna work. So...
Our allies are hungry.
reporting for mission.
But you're acting like women shouldn't be developers. Yeah, they shouldn't be in creative roles at the company. I don't think they should have any sort of, you know, leadership authority when it comes to developing games for a male audience. Yeah. I mean, if they want to be like, you know, some sort of, I guess, worker type, but yeah, they should not be studio leads. They should not be directors. They should not be in charge of creating new IPs. Like... Yeah, no. So, just like I wouldn't expect to be able to design dresses, I don't think women should design video games for men. So, there's not a single prominent gaming franchise, with the exception of Uncharted, that was made by a woman. So, not a single one. That's not just a, you know, insignificant statistic.
Iron Halo.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
And the female developers who are actually successful in gaming usually are piggybacking off the success of the guys that came before them who made the IP in the first place. Like, prime example, fucking 343 with, you know, their own version of Kathleen Kennedy. You know, she was never a creative mind behind Halo or anything like that. She just was given an IP on a silver platter and still managed to fuck it up. So...
Support incoming, brothers.
Astartes, push for dominance.
Iron Halo.
No, it's not even they have to mop the floors. It's just they shouldn't be the decision makers, is the point I'm trying to make. Like, women can have a job in the gaming industry, that's fine, but they should not be the ones calling the shots when they're trying to sell their product to young, straight men. So, that's the thing. You know, if you want to be like an artist or a fucking, you know, environment designer, you want to work on, you know, animating the character, like that type of shit's fine. Who cares? You know, that's just work. But you should not be hiring some 40-year-old roasty cat mom with fucking rainbow hair to come in and try and sell video games to men, wasting hundreds of millions of dollars, years of development time, and ruining, you know, massive successful IPs just because some fucking dumbass middle-aged woman has no fucking idea what actually made the franchise popular in the first place. I mean, bro, Halo, Star Wars, perfect examples. Both destroyed by roasty bitches. Or look at Dragon Age the Veilguard. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say women worked on that, but it was, I think, one woman and then a troon. But, yeah. Same difference, I guess. Right? We gotta be liberal nowadays, so we'll call them both women. Women understand what men like and they hate it? Yeah, exactly. Because the 40-year-old roasty doesn't want to be compared to a video game character. Yeah, bro, like, she was literally, like, George Lucas's assistant. Like, she literally was, like, his fucking office bitch. You know, get me a coffee, Kathleen. Yes, sir, Mr. Lucas, right away. Yeah, she was integral to the creative process, I'm sure. So I guess my question is, do you think all women are like this? No, but the overwhelming majority probably are. I mean, just ask yourself this question, Major Jeff.
Bring honor to the
You know,
chapter,
from about
brothers.
2013 onwards, the gaming industry made a concerted effort to add more women into the workplace. Do you think gaming has gotten better or worse since then as a result? That's really all you need to ask yourself, is has gaming gotten better over the past decade that there's been a concerted effort to add more women to the workplace? Just ask yourself that question. Instead of hiring a bunch of dudes who are passionate about gaming, who like the games they're working on, they're hiring a bunch of women just because they don't have penises so that they can, you know, claim diversity, and the creative process has gotten infinitely worse. Because you're not hiring people who actually care about video games. You're hiring people who either want to make some sort of political statement or they resent the industry that they're working in.
Releasing frag grenade. Picking up extra rounds. Our chapter's coming.
Dude, if I was in, like, in an ideal world, if I was Disney, the thing I would have done is I would have found the nerdiest fucking Star Wars fan on YouTube and been like, alright, bro, come here. You're gonna now be in charge of, you know, setting the standard or whatever, the schedule for Star Wars related media. And then, like, you know, pick out all the nerdy shit that, you know, the true fans have wanted to see. That would be an awesome, like, you know, interpretation for, like, a movie or a TV show. Like, that's what I would do, bro. Honestly, they would have printed fucking money if they would have just hired, like, some fucking Coke bottle glasses wearing dork to, like, come on and just literally pick out, you know, hand selecting the stories and extended universe shit that would be best adapted for, like, you know, the big screen and shit. So it's just idiotic, but it's a hatred of men, it's a hatred of the IP, it's a hatred of what it represents. You know, it's resentment. They deliberately wanted to destroy it because white straight men, you know, associated with it. So what did they try to do? They tried to make the franchise appeal to women instead of the core fan base, to spite the fans. So it's a very evil and vindictive mentality. It's evil, vindictive, and they're just trying to destroy. It's about, you know, demoralization and just making you miserable.
Our allies are halfway done.
Yeah, the Force is female, dude. Yeah, the story about the male coming-of-age story is all about women. It's just incredible, bro. It's absolutely incredible. Fuck Disney. And not the real Disney, because Walt would have never stood for any of this shit. He would have personally escorted these political hacks out of the fucking office. He would have sent them on a one-way trip back to Israel on a Von Braun rocket.
Throwing frag grenade.
Oh, dude, exactly. The biggest fan would probably do it for fucking free. You could pay him like a normal wage just to come in and like hand pick the projects to work on and set the direction for the student. I'm telling you, it's so easy that it's like deliberate sabotage. It's all about demoralization. There's no other way to look at it, bro. There's no actual justification for the actions that are taken by these companies. It's literally just there to make you fucking miserable and destroy things that you like.
Rally point updated. Rally point updated.
Developers have gotten worse, I agree, but I don't think it really has to do with their gender. It's why they were hired, though. Like, you could say, alright, so take gender out of the equation. Say, instead of hiring a bunch of passionate game devs, I hire a bunch of people that hate video games, but because they're gay, I want them working at my studio so I can boast that I have a 30% LGBT rate. So you can change the variable no matter what you want it to be. The point of the matter is the people who are being hired into these jobs are only being hired because they don't have a penis and they're not white or Asian. So it doesn't matter what characteristic you want to hyperfixate on, but the majority of these DEI hires are women. So the DEI hiring policy of pretty much every single tech company and entertainment company out there has dramatically reduced the quality. And the type of people that they're hiring are either, you know, non-whites or Asians or women. Women make up the biggest percentage of the new hires in the past decade. So it's not really hard to put two and two together. Yeah, companies are hiring people with no experience or bad experience simply because they do not have a penis. That's exactly what happens. Bro, go apply for a job in the tech industry as a straight white male. You will have a better time, you know, literally doing anything else. It's almost impossible to get hired as a white guy in tech. Literally impossible. You could have the best GPA, you could go to the best school. It is nearly impossible, even to be accepted into college nowadays as a straight white guy. So companies, you know, schools, everyone's making it impossible for the right people to get in because they want to check off some sort of fucking, you know, diversity metric. It's a real problem in the workplace, so, and it's not just in gaming, it's everywhere. Like, remember that helicopter crash that took place in, where was it? I don't remember where it was, but the helicopter that crashed into the commercial airliner, the military one? That was a DEI hire. That woman was a Biden administration official who was fast-tracked through, what was it, the Navy or the Air Force's, you know, flight school program because she was a woman and a Democrat and all this other stuff. And as a result, killed all these fucking people. It was in D.C. Yeah, I don't remember if it was New York or D.C. But yeah. Prime example of someone truly incompetent being pushed through because she was a leftist woman and killed dozens and dozens of people due to her pure incompetence. Yep, she refused to listen to the instructor's commands on, you know, how to pilot the aircraft. So, and that's just one example. This permeates into all aspects of industry, tech, gaming, government, literally all of it.
Redeploy for combat. Intercepting projectiles. Frag grenade deployed.
Yeah, she probably wanted to be fast-tracked through the pilot program so that she could retire out of the military and get paid a shit ton of money. Because most commercial airline pilots are military officials and veterans, so...
Support incoming, brothers.
Griffin, would you vote for a female president if she's highly competent and hot? I guess, yeah.
Fatality reported. Ammunition restocked. Throwing crack grenade. Throwing frag grenade. Execute biocable tactics. Refilling magazines.
Yeah, that's just hyperbole, Major Jeff. That's just hyperbole. When I say fire all the women, it's just more so just a joke.
Iron Halo online.
It's just me being over dramatic.
Iron Halo protocol in progress. War gear acquired.
Surprised Griffin didn't go to the Stray Kids I am not EDP, bro. I'm not trying to pick up Stray Kids. What the fuck?
Enhanced tactic ready.
Kidnapping is not one of my pastimes. Someone mentioned on X that the last thing that co-pilot in the helicopter heard was, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't doubt it. Stray Kids is a K-pop group. Well, a lot of the K-pop idols are abducted as children, so self-report. Self-report? I don't know. But yeah, I don't like K-pop.
Our allies are halfway done.
I'm not an obese Asian girl, so therefore I do not listen to K-pop. So Griffin, when are you gonna get a girlfriend? I don't know. When am I gonna get $5 million in my bank account? I have no idea. You know? Let the chips fall as they may. I don't know. Play the lottery, dude. That's right. Yeah, I wish my Final Fantasy cards were worth $1 million. That'd be nice. Shit.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
You'll be like that fat guy that got got a girlfriend instantly after winning 25 million. Yeah, dude, there wouldn't be a single fucking chance that would ever happen to me. I would never be taking a fool like that. But the other thing is nobody would know that I won. Nobody would even know. The only way they'd know is if I decided to tell them about my extensive property portfolio.
Astartes is dead.
Why would I tell anybody that I won the lottery? I mean, it wouldn't really matter. It's not like anybody's gonna come crawling out of the woodworks demanding money from me, so it wouldn't really matter.
Iron Halo ready.
I'd vanish without a trace.
Decimate them.
Probably not. I mean, what else would I do with my time? I'd probably stop working, like my normal job, but I would just, you know, become like a property manager or something at that point, because...
Intercepting projectiles.
My crippling cart. Well, the thing is even if I wanted, like, let's say I won, you know, 25 million bucks. There's not even any cards to spend $25 million on is the biggest thing. Like, the most expensive Pokemon card that I could actually buy is, like, maybe in the $500,000 range. So let's say I bought 10 of the most expensive cards, which I probably wouldn't even be able to find. That'd be 5 million bucks. I would still have 20 million left, so... I don't really think it would matter. If anything, I would just get a distribution license and start stockpiling massive amounts of sealed product. I would just start, you know, amassing a dragon's horde of sealed Pokemon product to sell at a later date. That would be more my speed. Yeah, I would buy a warehouse. I would go buy like an old abandoned warehouse and just use that. But yeah, most likely I would just bank the money and then live off the interest. Like, let's say you could earn 5% a year on your 25 million. You know, that's a lot of money. So that's $1.25 million a year for doing absolutely nothing. Like, I could easily live off $1.5 million a year, let's say. You know, buy a house for $1 million bucks, that's 1 year. Then you could buy a nice car for like 200 something thousand, and then you could just bank the rest. So once you have that much money, your money makes money, and you don't actually have to work or, you know, ever touch your initial investment. You can just live off the dividends forever. Yeah, but I wouldn't spend it like a tard. That's the thing, is I'm not a retard, so the money wouldn't disappear like, you know, like, shit, man, I gotta buy me a Bugatti. I'm gonna buy 8 houses. I'm gonna get rid of all my clothes and buy $1,000 designer shit. I'm gonna spend $20K on a fucking private flight to go sit courtside at the NBA game. Like, yeah, nah. Absolutely fucking not.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, bro, like, and especially in the United States, you know, maybe not in other countries, but in the US, the only reason you're poor is because you're either too fucking stupid or too lazy. Like, that's just the reality. There's so many ways to make money in the US that I feel like the people who are like, the people who are like in this state of eternal and perpetual poverty, it's self-imposed.
Redeploy for combat.
A lot of it's just self-imposed. Like, there's got to be like this lower class of people always, because the average intelligence requires people to be well below it. So that's just the reality, man. For all of human history, there's always been a lower class of people, and that will probably never change, because there are just genuinely people who are not smart.
Rally point updated.
In progress.
Rally point updated.
Restored to combat readiness.
Rally point updated.
Brother killed in action. I return, ready to take my vengeance.
Yeah, I agree, man. If you're broke, you should not have pets. Pets are way too expensive.
Our allies are halfway.
You know, you're spending at least $100 a month on food. You're spending, you know, thousands of dollars on vet bills. You have to get their shots. If you go out of town, you have to pay hundreds of dollars to board them.
Anastasis is
you have the unexpected medical expenses, grooming appointments. Like, yeah, it's expensive as shit to have a pet. It ain't cheap.
Support incoming, brothers.
Glory is within our grasp.
Well, you should only be working 50 hours a week if you get paid overtime, so...
Rally point.
But yeah, if you have the option to be paid overtime and you're not taking it, then you're an idiot. Should always take
Rally
that.
point updated.
See ya, man. Have a good one.
Rally point updated.
Yeah, overtime is something I wish I could get. My first project I was on, I could get paid in overtime because there was always stuff to do, which was nice. Yeah, if my company approached me and said, like, hey, do you want to work 20 extra hours a week? I'd be like, absolutely. Absolutely. Without a moment's hesitation, I would agree to work more if I could get paid more.
Throwing frag grenade. Iron Halo protocol in progress. Redeployed for combat.
Let's see. Ryan Miller with the FOD. Did you hear about the Democrats getting mocked and roasted for spending $20 million on learning how to talk to men? Oh, yeah. They're trying to, like, create the next Joe Rogan or some shit, too. Yeah. Hold. I have a video that I'll pull up in a second. That's, after this match. That's related to that I, had sent myself. Yeah, their attempt to win back young men from a gay man.
Rally point updated.
It's really bad. Overtime is plentiful. Nice, man.
Rally point updated.
Yeah, honestly, if I was not streaming and stuff, I would probably be like throwing boxes for UPS or some shit in the morning before I started working. I don't know, bro. Like, having one income is like kind of cursed. I would still be doing something else to make money. Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do with your free time? Sit around and watch fucking Netflix or jerk off to porn or order fucking McDonald's? Like, there's nothing to fucking do that's actually... I don't know, bro. Like, even entertainment nowadays is not entertaining. Like, I feel like I spend more time scrolling through, like, a streaming app trying to find something to watch than actually watching anything. It's just literally empty and meaningless slop. Yep, I just catch up on my sleep on the weekends. That's pretty much how I spend my time. Alright, so it says Booty Jew Booty Jew thinks he can thinks the left can win back young men by backing porn and gay marriage. Yes, the #1 and #2 topic on young men's minds.
Of course, we should be talking about how, yeah, if you know, Speaker Johnson got his way, it wouldn't be possible, not just for gay people to get married, but for straight people to get divorced, let alone like birth control or how he would want to regulate porn or whatever people, most people would have a problem with. But of course, we should be talking about how, yeah, if
Yeah, dude. That's what every straight male is super concerned about. Whether or not I can have anal seepage because my top just absolutely obliterated my asshole. Like, bro, no fucking straight guy cares about you having butt sex with fucking Alejandro. If anything, we'd rather it not happen. So, do you really think campaigning on fucking homo marriage in 2025 is gonna win back men? You are painfully mistaken, especially when you look at the number of people in the younger generations that don't like gay people. Like, quote-unquote homophobia and transphobia is at an all-time high among young people, so people are coming to their senses on this fucking LGBT shit. Thank God. They pushed too far, man. The degens pushed too far and too fast. Here, we'll do something soulful to make up for that. Here, let me mute this. This makes me optimistic.
And go to the main menu. Yeah.
I don't know why Twitter does this now. You have to rewind and then fix it.
And go to the main menu. Yeah. And go.
See, that's the type of shit that PC gaming could never, bro. The soul of the console UI. But the screen looks really good, man. Honestly. Like, I don't know if it's maybe the filter he's using, but the screen looks really good.
And go to the main menu.
Like, that is a very, very deep and vibrant red. So, I mean, it would be nice if it was OLED, but it still looks really good.
Yeah. And go to the main menu.
You never look at a UI and say to yourself, the soul? Really? Wow. That's kind of sad, man. Yeah, it does play every time it turns on. Yeah, this is the new boot up music, so whenever you turn off your Switch and then turn it back on, this plays.
And go to the main menu. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently every single icon has like its own special sound effect when you hover over it too. So I mean, that's probably my biggest complaint with the Switch 2, aside from the underpowered hardware, is the fact that you know, the console itself feels kind of soulless, other than the you know, Switch iconic noise when you pop the Joy-Cons on and off. But yeah, Nintendo UIs used to have a ton of like little, you know, niceties and custom music and all that type of stuff. It was cool. It was a nice bright spot in an otherwise sad reality. The Wii menu will forever be goated. Yeah. Make gaming soulful again. Yeah, I think it would be cool if they added themes, but we'll see. I would assume they can now, because there's probably enough system RAM to where it wouldn't be a problem. Supposedly that was the reason for the Switch 1 not having themes, was the very, very small amount of system RAM that they had available. What did they have, like 3 gigs or something? It was like nothing.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
I remember the first time I booted up a GameCube without a disc. Not much to do, but man, it was nice. I know. Bro, that GameCube startup music is like iconic, though. That shit goes so hard. I remember when I first got my GameCube, I just turned it on and off like 4 times in a row. It's like, damn, I finally have one.
Reporting for mission.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Refilling magazines.
Oh, Burger King on Friday from DSP? No way, man. That's awesome.
To combat readiness.
The only person I'm sending money, unfortunately, is the IRS, because I gotta repay my taxes. I keep forgetting to send it in. But yeah, I need to print out my prepayment sheet or whatever, and then write the check.
Intercepting projectiles.
Ah, shit.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
Taxes or theft, why do they get my money? Because you gotta pay for some 75-year-old fuck that didn't save for retirement to sit on his ass all day. And you have to pay for Shaniqua and her 9 illegitimate children to fucking eat McDonald's and fucking slop fast food all day.
Support incoming, brothers.
Yeah, taxes fucking suck, bro.
For combat.
Like, I wish I could just opt out of all social, like, you know, benefits. Like, you know, I'll opt out of Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, all of this shit. Because I'll never use it, and I'll probably never see it anyway. But, you know, nah, we gotta pay for 75-year-old fuckers who could literally buy a house for 2 nickels and a soda can, who didn't save for retirement because they blew all their money on vacations and stupid shit.
Reporting for mission. Conversion field operational. I return, ready to take my vengeance.
I won't be here for Summer Games Fest. I have to go to a stupid fucking wedding, so I have to travel. So, yeah. I will not be here. Which is, you know, as much as I don't want to watch Summer Games Fest, it makes a lot of money every time I stream it, so. Yeah, I have to pay to go to a stupid fucking wedding. And then I had to miss out on the Switch 2 launch weekend, Summer Games Fest, and the Xbox Showcase, so, yeah. So not only do I get to spend a shit ton of money on something I don't want to do, I get to lose a bunch of money doing something I don't want to fucking do and potential income, because I can't make a quick slop video on all 3 of those things. Oski Woski with the 2 Square Enix theme would go hard. Yeah, I agree. Or at the very least, just let us use our screenshots. Oh no, you'll miss out on $100. No. It'll be more than that. Way more than that. I had to pay $600 for my plane tickets, $400 for the hotel, $250 for my fucking tux rental, and then, you know, I have to give them a wedding gift, which is going to be a few $100 at least. Then, you know, I'm missing out on what? The Switch 2 launch, which let's say I make $300-400 that night. Summer Games Fest, which I'll stream that, and then I'd stream that night, so it's probably another $300-400. And then also the Xbox Showcase, which is probably another $300-400. Plus, I would make a video going over that, which is probably another $200. So I'm basically losing out on a bunch of money and spending a bunch of money to go do something I don't want to fucking do. Yeah, that's true. Also, the Switch 2 slop review. Exactly.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Iron Halo ready. Feel your packs, brothers.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
When you put it like that, it sounds... It's just retard... I don't know, bro. This is like the one of the few cousins I actually like, so if it was a different cousin, I definitely would not have gone. Which, yeah. This is probably going to be the last wedding I go to. I'm probably just not going to go to anymore. Like, the amount of money it costs to go to one of these fucking things is just retarded, man. It's absolutely retarded. Like, multiple thousands of dollars, basically, for a fucking 2-day trip that's like a 2-hour event. It's not worth it. So, you know, if they lived near me, it'd be different, but yeah, I'm probably done. No more weddings for me. Yeah, they are, like, I don't enjoy social gatherings. I don't enjoy, you know, meeting new people, because I'm not going to know anybody at this wedding. Other than, like, a few family members. And then, it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the ceremony, then we're gonna eat, like, dinner or whatever, and then I'm gonna go sit in my fucking hotel room. That's it. That's literally it. It's just a waste of time, so... I don't know. I'm not happy about it, but this is the last time. I'm not doing this shit again.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
No party? I'm not going to the whatever after party thing. I'm not going to be drinking anyway, so it's going to be a waste of time if I did go.
Brother killed in action. Walk available.
And I forgot I had to pay to board my dog, too. I forgot about that. That's a nice $80 a day, too. So I have to put him in the, whatever the fuck it's called, the dog hotel on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's like, what, another $300-something? So, yeah. It's just, it's not fucking worth it. This is it. I'm done. So, regardless of what my parents say next time, I'm not doing it. I'm done, you know? If you want me to come, have it in the DC area. Otherwise, I'm good. I can live without it. You know, I would rather send, like, a nice $500 wedding gift or some shit than waste $1,500 to fly out to some event. Just to sit in a fucking chair.
Support incoming, brothers.
is within our grasp.
Inserting fresh magazine. Restored to combat readiness. Casualty confirmed.
You could meet your forever there, though. Wait, there through a family What? Are you saying that I could meet my wife through a family? I don't think that's a good idea, bro. That is not a good idea. Meeting your wife through a family member. I don't know about that one, man. But no, I will not be there to conversate. I'm gonna go and then go back to my hotel immediately. I'm not gonna stick around or anything. Not to mention it's an outdoor wedding in the middle of the fucking summertime and you have to wear a tux. So it's gonna be hot as fuck, man. I went to a destination wedding that cost me $3,000. 2 years later, they're getting a divorce. Yeah, dude, the destination wedding shit's retarded. I would never pay for that.
3 minutes remain.
What, like, I don't even like going on vacation for myself. Like, I don't like beaches or traveling or any of that type of shit, so I wouldn't even want to go to the destination of a destination wedding. But yeah, $3 grand, absolutely fucking not. Not a chance.
Glory is within our grasp.
A destination wedding is like when you pick a vacation spot like Hawaii or Cancun or the Bahamas or Las Vegas or, you know, Paris or Italy. It's like basically a vacation and a wedding rolled into one. You go for like 3 days to a week. Everybody's like there. And it's like basically a vacation that culminates in the wedding, essentially. So it's like a way to merge a vacation and a wedding at the same time. Yeah, I would not pay for that. Yeah, personally, I don't like traveling at all. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I want to go experience other cultures. It's like, why the fuck would I want to go experience other cultures, bro? Most other cultures are fucking dog shit. They're dirty, run-down, disgusting cesspools with shitty food and obnoxious people. Like, why would I want to go to some other random country? Makes no sense to me. But, you know, I don't need to post shit on Instagram to feel validated. Can't afford a 5K expenditure? Bro, I could light 15K on fire right now and my life wouldn't change. I've got more than 5K sitting on my desk in cash right now. I don't care. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. But yeah, no, I don't give a shit about the money itself. I don't want to spend it on shit I don't want to do. Simple as that. It's my money and I don't want to waste it on stupid shit. And if I do want to waste it on stupid shit, it has to be stupid shit that I actually want. Who the fuck has cash on their desk? Me. Chronicle with the 2 and the dog. Okay, at least it's not the, you know, head rocking dog, so that's alright. I'll accept that dog. Thanks, bro.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Yeah, I just don't give a fuck about beaches, bro, and that's where like 99% of people want a vacation, is at the beach. Like, oh boy, dude, I get to go sit in a fucking shitty chair in sand for hours upon hours. How exciting. Wow, dude, you get to be surrounded by a bunch of obese people and screaming children. Hooray.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Do I enjoy anything? Not really, to be honest.
Rally point up.
There's not really much I can think of that I actually genuinely enjoy anymore. Very few things. Do I enjoy eating? Not really. I don't. I basically just eat the same thing every day, so it's not really an exciting thing. I just cook like a bunch of one thing at one time and then just eat it for like the next week. So yeah, it's not really anything exciting.
Iron Halo ready.
No, I'm Key. I am not half Korean. I do not fix dog. You might run into that recently divorced man who trauma dumps on women. Oh yeah. Bro has nothing to get excited about? I mean, what is there to be excited about? Do you have something to be excited about? Like the next Marvel movie? Like, what the fuck do you mean? I don't have any... Yeah, no shit. What does anyone have to be excited about? There's nothing.
Rally point updated.
Nothing ever happens, bro. Like, oh boy, dude. Maybe in 10 years I can afford to buy a house that I don't hate. Hooray!
Astartes is enhanced tactic ready.
I get to go see the new Marvel movie.
Iron Halo ready. Intercepting projectiles.
Well, my favorite cape dude says this thing, and then I clap, and then I cry. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, bro. There's nothing to be excited over anymore. Most things fucking suck nowadays. You can't get excited about new entertainment or new media. You know, the prospects of, like, buying a house, starting a family, whatever. You know, that's like basically dead at this point. You're not going to get a good career, most likely. You're not going to find a job you actually fucking like. It's almost impossible to make friends. It's just, there's not really anything to be fucking excited about anymore. Like, I'm not excited about a vacation. Oh my god, dude, I get to go to the beach. Oh my god, no way. I get to go get drunk. Holy shit, I get to go to the fucking club on the weekend. I've worked all week and I'm gonna blow my entire paycheck getting fucking sloshed in one night. It's just retarded, bro. There's nothing to be excited over. The shit people get excited over is like just means of extraction of money. The sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. The shit that people get excited about are literally just there to make as much money off of you as possible. Oh my god, bro, I can't wait to see the NBA Finals game. Yeah, why? So you can watch a bunch of ads in between the actual game and get marketed to like a good little boy? Like...
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
Oh my god, dude, sports ball! I love sports ball. It's so good, dude. I'm so excited to watch LeBron James shoot the basketball.
Restored to combat readiness. Enhanced tactic ready.
Can't wait to doom scroll on fucking TikTok for the next 6 hours after a long day of work. Oh boy, life is great. Cries on here, so we donate to this Jew lover. Oh my god. Bro, you're the goy. You're like, oh, you don't have anything to be excited over. Yeah, as you know, drive to the next Marvel movie, drink your large soda, and then go and eat ice cream at your local corpo-owned chain restaurant, whatever fucking shit. I don't know. You're the goy, bro. You're the one acting like I should be excited. What is there to be excited about? Nothing. Like, you're acting like there's actually shit going on a daily basis that's, like, actually worth getting excited over. There's not. There's genuinely not anything to be excited over anymore. Things are pretty grim, for the most part. Enjoying life. Okay, that's a completely different thing than being excited for something. Enjoying life is not the same thing as being excited. Excited means you're anticipating something. You're looking forward to something. You know, something gets you very happy and energetic. That's not enjoying life. Those are two very different things. You're excited for your kid's next okay, bro. You're in a YouTube gaming live stream chat at whatever early hour in the morning, calling me a goy, saying that I'm promoting Jewish propaganda, and I'm supposed to believe that you're married with kids and you just can't wait for Lil Timmy's Saturday morning baseball. Yeah, fuck off, bro. No, I'm not falling for the fucking Jewish propaganda that you're spewing, bro. Because that's got to be one of the worst cases I've ever fucking seen. Stop.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
I work graveyard, that's my excuse. Yeah, but you're not out here saying that, you know, Lil Timmy's baseball game is the thing that you're so excited about. Oh boy. I'm just literally jumping out of my fucking boots in anticipation to go watch my kid play baseball. Like, come on, bro. Everyone knows what it means to be excited for something. It's something you're looking forward to more than anything else. A fucking, like, let's say that you're, you know, a totally real story is actually real. And you just can't wait to go to Lil Timmy's baseball game. Why is this game so different than any other that makes you so excited to go to it? Sounds like a pretty routine activity to me.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
No, it's not that I don't understand why a dad would want to support his son. I'm saying, why is that event like the most exciting shit? Like, I guarantee you, if I asked my dad, were you excited to go to my fucking sports games when I was a kid, he'd be like, nah, not really. He'd be like, yeah, it was nice to see you play and stuff, but it wasn't that, you know, exciting or anything. So, my dad is a normie in the sense that he probably would be more excited to, like, go to the beach or something like that on a trip. So, my dad is a normie in that regard. Like, he gets excited for, like, vacations and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I guarantee you my dad would never say that he was excited to go to, like, a fucking sports game or something. Other than, like, he was a fan of a professional hockey when he lived in the DC area when he worked at the Pentagon, so that, I guess maybe he was excited to go to those games, but probably not, because after a while it just becomes routine after you've been to so many. Yeah, I think y'all are confusing excitement with wanting to support your child. Excitement is when, like, it's something that's all you can think about, bro. Like, the only thing that's on your mind is like, oh boy, I can't fucking wait to do this. This is what I've been thinking about just constantly. That's not like going, like, yeah, I'm looking forward to going and supporting my son. Like, come on, bro. Let's not twist what excitement means. Being there for your family is not something that you get excited about. So, a routine activity is not fucking something to get excited. That'd be like me getting excited because I get my paycheck. It's like, no, it happens every 2 fucking weeks. I'm not like jumping out of my fucking chair when the fucking check hits. It's like, yeah, I know it's gonna come. Like, yeah, I like getting paid, but it's not exciting. I'm not like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Until we serve again. Support incoming, brothers. Iron Halo ready.
Glory is within our grasp.
Now, this is the thing, is y'all have become so demoralized that you think anything slightly good is something worth getting excited over. I hate to break it to you, but your fucking, you know, previous generations before you didn't have to get excited about going to Lil Timmy's baseball game or soccer game or whatever, because it was just a generally accepted part of life that you would be doing that anyway. So, the shit that y'all are talking about getting excited over is basically mundane, simple tasks that would have been, you know, just commonplace 30 to 40 years ago. It wouldn't have even been something of note. So, it just tells me how demoralized and, you know, basically psyoped y'all have gotten. That you think normal human activities are something to get excited over. No, that should just be a given aspect of life if we lived in a normal society, but we don't. So, it's basically another form of a cope. Griffin quoting the Black Ops Cold War trailer in response to Lil Timmy's base. What the fuck? I don't even think I watched a trailer for Cold War, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, Cold War was dog shit. I played it for like 20 hours and never touched it again. Shit was trash. Little League Baseball is mundane shit, nothing to get excited, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, goy ball is not exactly entertaining to me. In any capacity, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, fucking soccer, you know, it's all just, you know, bread and circus type shit for the low IQ population. Keep them distracted and docile.
All right, awesome. Thanks, nigga. All right.
Man in Black with a 5. I can't really argue with your excitement take. Case in point, I turned 23 today, and I genuinely don't feel much of anything. Just another day. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I mean, I haven't been excited, like, you know, or happy about a birthday. I wouldn't even say excited. I've never been excited about my birthday. Other than maybe when I was, like, 13, because I got an iPhone. That was, like, probably the most exciting birthday I ever had. Is because it was, like, the one thing I couldn't get until I hit a certain age. And then I got to go to the fucking, you know, Apple store and shit. And I got my first cell phone, dude. Like, ooh, how exciting. But, yeah, that's about it. That's like the only exciting birthday I had. Otherwise, I've never cared about my birthday. I don't like being the center of attention. At all. So I don't like being celebrated or anything like that. But I feel like that's most guys. Most guys don't like celebrating their birthday. Unless they're very feminine. Like, for most dudes, it's just another day, man. It's just another day. Yeah, the only thing I think you can really be excited for nowadays is if you just have a shit ton of money. Genuinely. Like, that's really it. Because, like, then you get the opportunity to be excited about stuff. Like, oh, a rare watch appeared that you couldn't get previously. Or, you know, you finally got the house that you've been looking to purchase for a long time. Or, you know, whatever it might be. You know, the opportunity of a lifetime to start a business pops up. And you're excited for, you know, the future of running it. Or something. Like, you know, things like that. You need money. Like, otherwise you're excited about stupid shit like Marvel. Or fucking video games. Or whatever. Or sports. I don't know, man. Like, oh boy, dude, I can't wait to save up for the next 5 years to buy a fucking shitty house and afford the down payment. You know? Just so exciting. Gee whiz, man. I can't wait to save up $150K so I can get a $750,000 home that's 1,400 square feet in a shitty part of town. Oh boy, how exciting. Like, you can't even get excited about buying a house anymore. You're not going to have an exciting or fun job, which, you know, duh, it's a job. I mean, unless you're just a consumer of entertainment products, then you're not going to be excited about those either.
All right, awesome. Thanks, nigga. All right.
Shitty job if it takes you 5... All right, bro. You're trying to say that I'm out of touch. Your fucking ass is out of touch. Go live in any area that's even slightly populated and buy a house for under 500K. And that's before fees. So you come up with $100,000 making $70,000 a year pre-tax. Let's see it happen. I want to see that happen, bro. Let's see it.
Rally point updated.
Active camouflage charged.
Let's see. The Winter Soldier of the 5 yesterday was my birthday, too. Well, happy belated birthday to you, man. Depressing, same boring shit. Yeah, I don't do anything for my birthday either, so.
Killed in action.
I don't do anything for my birthday either.
Our allies are halfway done.
I mean, realistically, what are you even gonna do for your birthday? Like, go out and drink? Like, I wouldn't even do that. So. Do I have a social circle? Nope. I don't know anyone where I live, so. I went to college in this area, but it ended up being remote, so I never met anybody. And then my only jobs in this area have been remote, so yeah, I don't know anyone through work. So yeah. The only places I go are the grocery store, the gym, and then to walk my dog. So, yeah, I don't really have any opportunities to meet people. Yup, just another year. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't... The nice thing is, though, about that is because, you know, nobody really knows when my birthday is. I only get, like, 1 or 2 birthday texts, which is nice. Because I don't want to have to respond to people.
Redeploy for enhanced tactic ready.
Huh, 420. Yeah, exactly.
Iron Halo protocol in progress. Throwing fragmentation grenade. Iron Halo online.
Let's see, Aaron with the 2. Bro, what the fuck does that... Inaqua... Bro, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Coefficient? I don't know. You're on the Russia and USA thing again. I don't know what the fuck that even is supposed to say. That is not even, like, English.
Astartes is dead.
Yeah, smoking weed might be the single gayest thing you can do. I have more respect for people that snort coke. A real man's drug. Not this fucking put shit between your lips and suck homo-ass weed. I vape, but I'd rather do that than smoke weed. Yeah, it's more respectable because it doesn't stink. Putting things in your nose is much more manly. Oh yeah, dude. Definitely. I got way more respect for a guy that takes a bump of coke every once in a while than gets fucking stoned. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Aaron with the 2, inequality income index. Okay. I don't really care about inequality, to be honest. People are not equal and shouldn't be. I'm gonna be late for work. I don't think so, I'm Key.
Our brother died in valor, not in vain.
What time is it? 6:26? No, I'm not late. If anything, I'll be late for the gym, bro.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Is Griffin high? No, I've never been high in my life. And probably never will be. Yeah, I've started going to the gym in the mornings before work, so... That's when all the treadmill babes are there, dude.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
Refreshed for the war effort. Was this planet worth such a toll?
Stairmaster babes only, yeah. Do I have a recessed chin? No, I don't. At least last time I checked. In fact, I got like 3 chins, bro.
My duty remains undone.
What's your gonial angle? I don't even know what the fuck that is. So, no idea.
War gear acquired. Changing magazine. Full specs triumph. Frag grenade.
Wait, what's the angle of your mandible related to your I don't fucking know. Why the fuck would I know this shit? I'm not into the fucking looks maxing shit. So I don't know my fucking jawline angles, bro. Sorry.
Our allies are halfway done.
There's no point in looks max or maxing when nobody's gonna see you anyway. So I don't know any of that shit.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
All their games have been bombing, bro. Apparently they're gonna get hit with layoffs pretty soon. I think Machine Games got their shitty Wolfenstein sequel canceled recently. Because Indiana Jones flopped. Yeah, exactly. Where is it?
Guard!
Yeah, that disgusting woke piece of shit, bro. That's gotta be one of the most disgustingly woke games I've ever played. The first hour and a half of fucking Wolfenstein 2. Dear God, bro. That shit was just repulsively woke.
Battle has turned in our favor.
If their goal was to make people wish that the Nazis won World War II, then I guess mission successful, because holy fucking shit, man.
I can't afford this shit!
If the people in Wolfenstein 2 are the so-called good guys, then I hope evil wins every single fucking time.
Astartes, push for dominance.
Now we turn the tide.
My opinion on Deborah Wilson, I don't like her. Aaron with the 2, Elon Musk Company X AI Grok 3.0 AI T. Bro, what are you sending? I mean, yeah, I know what Grok is, but yeah, why did you send that? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be dog shit? Yeah, I don't think so. Or no, I do think so. I don't think it's gonna be good. That's what I'm gonna say. Shit. Now I'm getting tired. Imagine being an old dad. Well, bro, you have to imagine being a dad anyway, because you're definitely not. Can't be active with this kid. Yeah, Bob Joe wants to be the young twink dad so he can have sex with his son's high school friends. They made the Red Guards black now, not Middle Eastern. What's the difference? But yeah, I know. They also gave him fucking shit like cornrows and dreads. Alright, we'll do one more match, and I probably should head to the gym, bro. You're working 10 hours, benching 275, coaching gay ball, smashing chick, gaming, then watching Griff cope and cry on YouTube. Some of those things might be correct, but I don't think most of them. Griff can't hit past first base. Yeah, I don't play baseball. Baseball has to be probably the most boring sport. And I don't know if it's more boring to watch or more boring to play. He talking about sex? What's that? Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I had to play t-ball or whatever, and I had to play like outfield or something, I think at one point, and all I would do was just like squat down in the dirt and like dig a hole with my hand. I remember like my fucking t-ball coach used to get pissed off because like I would just be sitting there on the ground during the games, like digging in the ground. Because, you know, it was like fucking 4-year-olds playing t-ball. Nobody was hitting the ball that far anyway. And it was like the most boring shit ever. I don't know, bro. Sports, I've never really liked sports, to be honest. I don't like watching them.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Nor do I have any attachment to a sports team. What kind of ADHD shit am I here? Okay, let's put it this way. You're a 4-year-old boy. You're sitting in the middle of an empty grass field, basically, for 15 minutes. Supposedly playing fucking t-ball. The ball never makes it to you. Are you going to just be standing there patiently the entire time as a literal fucking child? Probably not. Probably fucking not.
Brother killed in action. Obtaining armaments.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
You have 6% German blood. I have more than that, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't really care, to be honest. All that matters is I'm white, and, you know, good enough. No need for guesswork. I don't want to give any of those fucking companies my DNA. So... you know, them farming for the Messiah is not really, you know, a worthwhile contribution.
Rally point updated.
I used to be blonde, but I never had blue eyes.
point updated.
Get my hair dyed? Yeah, I'm okay.
Ready.
Bro, that's the reason why a lot of guys lose their hair is because they use shitty dyes and it like kills the hair follicles. Fun fact. But yeah, I don't care. I have brown hair, so it's not like it's like fucking gray or anything like that. It's just like a dark brown now.
Redeploy
The
for
tide of
combat.
battle has turned in our favor.
What homo dyes their hair? I feel like only old men do, but yeah.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
I return, ready to take my vengeance.
What's the worst type of hairline a guy can get?
Our allies are halfway done.
Probably that one where it's like the top of their head and the front of their head are bald, but they have hair on the back and the sides. I think that's probably the worst. That's probably the worst hairline. Yeah, the toupee cut, basically. I mean, I don't really think it matters that much if you have like a little bald spot on like the back of your head, or if it's like receding a little on the front. But if like the whole top of your head is like gone, then I think that's probably the worst.
Readiness.
But I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's just hair.
Casualty confirmed.
Yeah, just go bald at that point, I agree. Or go get the Turkish hair transplant procedure done. Yeah, I have the same hairline since I was a kid, too, so I don't really have... I mean, none of the guys on my mom's side of the family ever went bald, so I should be fine. I'm not really worried about it. My hair's still thick, so it's not thinning and it's not graying, so I should be fine.
Engaging elite countermeasures.
For now, well, not. It's basically based on your mom's like side of the family, supposedly, if you're gonna bald. And none of the men on my mom's side of the family are bald, so I don't know. I don't know if that's like a surefire way or not, but yeah, I really can't think of any of my family members that are bald.
3 minutes remain. Decimate them.
Like my grandfathers weren't bald, my uncles aren't bald,
Fatality reported.
my cousins aren't bald, so I should be fine. I'm guessing. I have no clue. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because, you know, it's just fucking hair. And if it bothers me, I could just go get the fucking, hair transplant. Shit. But I highly doubt I would, because it takes time and money. It does matter to women. Well, I don't talk to them anyway, so who cares? Hair doesn't matter if you have the face. What if you don't have either?
For the Emperor!
Call that being Mexican. Do Mexicans bald? Like, this is an honest question. I don't know if I've ever seen a bald Mexican. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a bald Mexican, to be completely honest, bro. I don't think I've ever fucking seen it. Maybe because they're always wearing hats. I don't know. They got their sombrero, but yeah, no, I don't fucking know, man. I've never seen a bald Mexican. Hold on, let's see. Do Mexicans bald? Let's see, male baldness by race. Let's see what races are worst. Alright, just give me the fucking stats, bro. I don't want your, like, fucking research paper. Come on, bro. Nobody has, like, a... just chart. Yeah, so this is... I found one chart. Does it have Hispanic? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the most likely for baldness is African American. Second most likely is white. Hispanics have a similar bald ratio to white people. Okay. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense because most Hispanics have a lot of white genetics in them, so. And then Asians are the lowest. So. But yeah, basically the way it looks is the odds ratio is it's 2.0 for black people, 1.0 for whites, and then 0.5 for Asians. So Asians are half as likely to be bald as white people, but black Yeah, I don't know, bro. I've never seen like a bald Mexican guy. I guess it's because they wear hats. I mean, that is like a thing. Like, you know, almost always you see like a Mexican dude in like a baseball cap. So maybe that's why. You know, they're just self-conscious. But isn't it like a fashion thing in Taiwan to shave your head? I know a lot of Asians shave their heads for the look. They don't do it because they're actually bald. The baldest countries. Here, let's see what this is. So, the U.S. is the 8th most bald country. Here. Let's open this up. Take a look at this, and then I gotta hop off. So, the #1 bald country in the world is the Czech Republic. Then it's Spain, Germany, France, the United Kingdom, Italy, the Netherlands, the United States, Canada, Belgium, Switzerland, Australia, Sweden, Greece, Norway, Austria, Denmark, Portugal, Ireland, Finland, New Zealand. Are these just white countries? I feel like it is. Maybe these are just the ones they actually polled. They probably just did Caucasian countries. Yeah, here we go. These numbers aren't exactly accurate, it looks like. So yeah, percentage of bald males by country. So yeah, the US 42%, Mexico's 39.8%, Canada's 40.9%. Yeah, these stats look like they're off. This looks more trustworthy. China's 30%. Russia's 38%. Nobody polled Africa. They're like, yeah, nobody cares. We already know those motherfuckers are bald. White people must stop losing their hair. Why? Yeah, interesting. So it's about, what, 30 to 40% of men are bald pretty much across the globe. So it's not, like, crazy. I don't know. I think people way over exaggerate how important it is, but, you know, to each their own. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop off, guys. Have a great Thursday, everybody, and I will talk to all of y'all later. Peace out, guys.